Well, hello. Welcome to Tarot to a T, and welcome to September 2023. Today's reading will be for the sign of Virgo. Whoa. And just a little heads up, I was just listening to some information on the new moon in Virgo, occurring September 14th through 15th, depending on what part of the world you're in. So I was inspired to do the reading for you today here, Virgo. Just want to remind you this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, feel free to click off the video and join me for the next one. Okay? And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, hi. Good to see you again. Glad to see you here back. So, we got some crazy energy going on with these cards. This is not the shuffle I was expecting. I was having much smoother shuffles before, so I have a feeling there's something brewing for you, Virgo. Since we're entering Virgo season, happy birthday to the Virgos who are having it already or are about to have their birthday. Okay. Man, it's got to be something to that, right? Got to be something to that when those crazy, spastic shuffling. I mean, sometimes it's as smooth as butter, and this one's like, I don't know, help me. There's just a feeling around it of some erratic. Well, let's just say it's not erratic energy, but there's definitely some movement going on for you. Maybe some transitions, major transitions, since we still are in a very volatile astronomical period here. August was pretty monumental for many of us, including myself, and I've heard that September will be almost as intense. So let's just see what's going on. Two of Spades. Yeah, we're starting off on an intense foot for real. Okay, we got the Two of Spades, the Five of Hearts, Seven of Diamonds, and the Two of Diamonds. So right off the bat, you got some kind of separation here. I'm pretty sure it's relationship. I was going to say it could be an employment separation, but no. I mean, it could be. Let's just hang on to that thought while I go forward here. So you got the Two of Spades. Like I said, this deals with the Five of Hearts. Well, it coincides with the Five of Hearts, and the Five of Hearts is a physical separation. The Two of Spades is never going back. You are not turning around and going back. This is done. This is over. Over and out. This is no reconciliation. This is disharmony, disconnection. Usually it's with a person. That's why I say, well, sometimes I make the exception because I feel like it could be a work situation, and it's still a physical separation, right? Yeah, if you left one. But I think it remains to be seen in this reading if we're talking about relationship or not. But something is done and over. Now with the Seven of Diamonds, you have a little bit of cautionary energy here around spending. It's saying be careful with your spending, especially avoid taking crazy risks, gambles, that kind of thing. Like if it doesn't seem like a sure thing or a solid thing, best not to do it at this time, okay? Two of Diamonds. Now, it's a little bit confusing because normally this shows up when we have balance and harmony in our finances, or especially in a relationship. But if you're newly single or separated, that might be the better term to use here. If you're just now in this period of separation and this is all too new to you, it just may talk about you're on solid ground as far as your finances and things are very harmonious there. You have no worries there. You obviously have other stuff going on. Even though there's the cautionary energy around risks, doesn't mean you're in a bad financial situation. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yep, Seven of Hearts, heartache. King of Hearts, Seven of Clubs. Five of Clubs and the, look at that, we got another separation. Five of Hearts again. So this Five of Hearts again is that separation. This is a huge separation. This was a, not just I'm gonna leave for a couple days and be back. Not that kind of thing. This is a separation that has a lot of emotion fueled behind it, because we have that emphasis on water energy, hearts. And the Five of Clubs is about stagnant energy changing and getting out of a stagnant situation, something that was stuck. I think that flows very nicely with the scenario that I see coming out here. Something was stuck and needed to be unstuck. And look at this. Look at this. This is the Seven of Clubs and the King of Hearts energy together. Tells me you were in a situation you felt trapped. So yes, there was definitely a need for change and a need to break out of the stagnancy. The King of Hearts is, again, this is water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I don't think it's necessarily talking about, well, I'll take that back. You could have been involved with a water sign. Okay. But what I'm focusing on is the king aspect of it. A king is someone who's in control, has some dominance. Now, that they may have been controlling you in some way, so that this could literally be an interpretation that you had to break free from this water sign that was overbearing, trying to control you. Or the other, see, this is the first way I interpreted it. This is the first way I interpreted it. So listen to this. You taking control of your emotions. That's a lot of times the King of Hearts shows up when I feel like someone's taking a stand and they're feeling particularly emotionally healthy. Not that you weren't healthy before, but you know what I mean? You have great control over your emotions at this time. And taking the stand and realizing that you had to break free because this was a stagnant, stuck situation and you were feeling trapped. You were feeling stifled, choked. I hope there was no physical violence involved, but I heard the word choked. It just could be that feeling of, I got to get out of here. I can't breathe. Whew. Kind of put shivers up my spine. And here's the pain and the heartache associated with that situation, more than likely, because this is about somebody who disappointed you, let you down. This isn't traumatic, though. I mean, we may see more cards come out, because I'm going to ask for some more clarification. But this is the initial, yeah, this person just really dropped the ball and didn't come through, and you're in this energy of, yeah, I've been hurt, I've been betrayed. Let's see what else we got going on for Virgo. What did I say? Intensity going on for Virgo. Yeah. Yep. Eight of Clubs. Eight of Diamonds, sorry. Got distracted there. The Eight of Diamonds talks about an individual solo effort that's going to pay off. And I don't necessarily see you as going into business by yourself, because a lot of times that's what this card represents. Now, you could be already in that position of this entrepreneurship. Or it could be just that you initiated this breakup, this split. I didn't see the breakup card come out yet. It remains to be seen, but there's a huge separation and no going back. So to me, that's pretty much signed, sealed, delivered. It's a breakup. And you could have initiated it, and it's going to pay off for you because you're probably going to be in a much better position, maybe even financially. Maybe that's why you had this little bit of warning back here. Like, you have enough finances and abundance to support you at this time. But you got to be careful in the meantime, just because you're getting back on your feet, and Lord knows how expensive housing is and moving, and it's just like, yeah, you got the funds to cover it, but you got to kind of wait it out before you're really comfortable and you're not involved with paying for somebody else's crap. You know what I mean? Three of Diamonds, there's decisions to be made around finances for sure. There is some kind of financial element to this separation. You could be pulled in a couple different directions. Again, there's a physical separation involved. You could be trying to decide where to go. Maybe you're going to land somewhere temporarily, and then this is about deciding where you're going to be long term. Or again, kind of waiting it out, saying maybe things will change and you'll end up going back, but I don't see that as a possibility with the Two of Spades. Now you could be just feeling this at this moment, like you're involved in these intense emotions, Virgo, and you're just like, but I'm done. And I think Virgos, my experience with Virgos, that's what they do. They make a decision, they're done. They don't play around with that. But there could be a part of you that's, I don't know. I'm not going to say there's a part of you that's hoping that it'll work out, because I don't think that's exactly what it is. It's more like you're going to wait and see, but for now you're done. You're pretty sure you're done. How about that? Yeah. Okay, more cards. Six of Diamonds. Lots of potential here for financial growth. As a result, probably, of the separation. Again, there's a huge financial emphasis here about putting you in a better position, about you feeling better about things. Yeah. I should just say there's just a lot of potential because you still have those decisions to make, yeah? But this is going to allow you to take better financial responsibility. Maybe you were involved with somebody who was not being financially responsible. I just did the Aquarius reading. If you happen to be involved with an Aquarius, there was something about... Because I happen to know Virgo who's with an Aquarius. This is why I'm going to go over this. If you want to see the Aquarius reading, it's already posted, so you can check that out. Something about a change in the finances between a couple. They didn't talk about breakup or split up necessarily, but this could be the other half of it. And there was something in that reading about one of the people not taking finances seriously. Like somebody was very financially responsible, the other one wasn't, and that's where it was causing problems in the relationship. So that's all I'm going to say. If that resonates with you or it sounds like it's piqued your interest, go ahead and check that video out, okay? I just posted it yesterday, and here is the colorized Joker, also the Magician card. So things are very much up in the air for you. Yeah. With the Magician energy, I see this, I can interpret this in a couple different ways, and a couple of ways I look at it is you hoping for some kind of magic to come in and transform the situation. Not feeling that as strongly with your reading today, but sometimes I interpret it that way. It could also be that you are working your magic by stirring things up in the air. Again, the Joker is that unsettled energy. It's about things being up in the air. And you're transforming it through your magical powers. It's a metaphor. I don't believe you really have magical powers, but you know what I'm saying. You're making things happen. And I have a feeling if you have taken the initiative here, because with the Eight of Diamonds, that's an initiative card, I don't think you feel insecure about this, even though things are not settled. I'm picking up on a Virgo who feels very, very okay with things being up in the air and unsettled. Not everybody can do that. So that shows great, great inner strength and conviction of what you think needs to be done and what you believe is best for you, right? So, these just turned around. Sorry, I can't take the cards because they kind of did a crazy flip in my hand. Okay, let's start over. More cards, please. Okay, that one was there. Okay, the Eight of Hearts. Yep. So this is about, despite all this going on, I feel like you are going out and spending time with family and friends, people close to you, people you really enjoy. This is the socialization card. This is the mingling card. Also potential with the Eight of Hearts to meet somebody special or significant. You may not realize they are significant at first. You know what I mean? Like it's like that first encounter with somebody. But this is very positive energy as far as relationships go, and keeping those connections going and feeling like you are connected to the outer world despite what's going on in this situation. Let's go ahead and look at cards of advice for Virgo, please. Eight of Diamonds Emphasis on Pentacles again. Oh, too many cards, so I'm going to do that. Let's toss that around. Okay. Two of Hearts, yes. No surprise with the Two of Hearts. Let's see. Ace of Clubs, look at that. All these new starts. Yeah, you're in a brand new start. You're pretty much, like I said, you've turned your back on this. You're pretty much going your own way now, Virgo. Strong feelings around that. And then Nine of Clubs. We'll start with this. You're really feeling very satisfied. There's a completion here. Didn't wrap up a major cycle, so there's still maybe some lingering things that have to be worked out and gone through with this situation or this individual, whatever it may be for you. But there's a sense of achievement with the Nine of Clubs. You're feeling like satisfied. You're feeling satisfied with your decision. You're feeling satisfied with the energy you put into this, the effort, the work. Yeah, you're not having any regrets. You still desire that companionship, though. So you're not giving up on love or romance. This is that desire for connection with that, usually that just one person. It does talk about a pair, a couple. So that's a very positive sign here. Again, this is your cards of advice, so recognize that you're not going to give up on relationships. And there's an achievement here. You should feel, if you don't already recognize that in yourself, you're being asked to step up and recognize that. But we'll start here with the Ace of Diamonds. We got the two aces, but this one talks about wanting to increase your income, wanting to increase your financial strength here. Maybe you're looking at a new career to go in. Maybe you were involved with somebody who was who made enough in their own, and your incomes combined together, you know, allowed you for a very comfortable lifestyle. And so now you're determined perhaps to get back to that level, so you need to step it up a little bit. It could be as simple as that. So you're starting over in career in some way. In some way. You could still be that entrepreneur. So that could be just expanding your business or trying to drum up more business. The Ace of Clubs emphasizes the, encourages you to learn a new skill or just to find out new information about something. Again, if you are going to expand your business, you may need to, what is the term I'm trying to think of? Not spread your branches, you know, spread your wings. Expand maybe the services you offer. So you need to educate yourself. You need to find that information out. Maybe it's about competitive pricing. Maybe it's about what you can do to charge your clients more. You know, it could be anything. If you're not in business for yourself, it's just about learning a new skill to maybe step up your game in your employment situation or move on to something just more lucrative in general. Let's see what else as far as advice goes for Virgo in their month of September 2023. Virgo season, new moon in Virgo. And new moons are about new beginnings, so this is very timely. Yeah. And that's a couple weeks from now. So this all may have just started to materialize, or maybe you just are on the brink of separating. When you find this reading, I trust that it was meant to find you at that time. You got emphasis here on individual effort, definitely in some kind of financial income-bearing way. It's gonna, the hard work and effort you're putting into this is gonna pay off. It's a very positive reinforcement. There we got the Eight of Diamonds twice. And again, if you're not in business for yourself, just take that as you initiating a change in your career, right? Eight of Spades, just some kind of stress around work. Now, we didn't have really an emphasis on work in this reading, although we did see a lot about finances, so it's probably very important to you. There could be, well, since we do have the Ace of Diamonds and you're wanting to increase your income, maybe you're in a stressful work situation. So I'll back that up just a little bit. It's about relieving pressure around it. Whatever you're involved in now, apparently it's not working out too well. This is a call to action to relieve that stress and pressure. And it could It could be something you haven't dealt with yet. You're just still having to kind of endure that. But see, it came out with the Eight of Diamonds, which is that independent effort, that entrepreneurial effort. I find that very interesting, the combination of the two. And one, you got to get out of a work situation or some type of thing that you see as work. Maybe this whole relationship thing you've been dealing with is a job upon itself. It could be that kind of work. And you got to relieve the pressure around that. But if it's literally about your work, there's a strong indication for an independent move here. Okay? More cards of advice. Okay, that just fell out, so obviously it was meant to be. Yeah, you're in a new financial situation that you haven't experienced before. The Jack of Diamonds is Earth energy, so it could be you or a Capricorn or a Taurus, but I believe it's you. We'll just call it for what it is. And the Jack denotes some kind of lack of experience or maturity in some way, just because they lack the experience. They don't have the maturity to deal with the situation, or you're just looking at a new situation. I think that's very, very, very prominent here, that you are in a new financial situation, because there's so much emphasis here on your financial stability and concerns around it. Not worries. You're not worried, but you have concerns that need to be addressed. There is a little bit of emotion and water energy around all of this, but I see that there's this huge emphasis on the material stability. Another card of advice. I was almost going to end it there unless I'm being called. So another thing that needs to come out, obviously. Yeah, look. Changes in financial situation, negotiation, and settlement. So whoever you're walking away from, Virgo, I think this might be over the horizon. It's probably not something that you've dealt with yet, but there's going to be a change that involves some kind of settlement here. Maybe there's finances or property even to divide up with this individual. That's something to look forward to. That's what I would say about that. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a huge, huge windfall and you're going to be independently wealthy. You know what the finances are and how much we're talking as far as what's involved. But so in other words, there's going to be changes around that, and expect that to come down the line here. I am going to end it here. I think we're just going to talk more about your financial worries and concerns. I see this as a very positive reading. You've taken a very definite turn. You've made a very concrete decision about something, and I see you marching off to fulfill your destiny in some way. You're very resolute. I see this as very resolute. Like I said, I've had experiences with Virgos in this context. Not that I broke up with one, but I've had friends and whatnot, and when there's conflict or something they feel strongly about, or they feel betrayed, if the betrayal is severe enough, yeah, they turn around and go, whoop, I'm done. They don't hesitate. They don't hesitate, and they don't let you back in. Not very easily. But again, there's emphasis here on learning some kind of new skill, information, and improving your finances. So the advice did back you up in that. I feel like you're already on that page of focusing on that, and maybe that's your way of diverting some of the pain. It's just focusing on, okay, I need to get my crap together and figure out where I'm going to live and how I'm going to take care of my bills. Yeah, it could be just you being very practical in that way. And focusing, like I said, you're not wallowing in that pain, although there is a little bit of pain. That may come up in your next reading once you've gotten on your feet here and you feel like you're in a good spot. But I would still recognize there's an achievement here, whatever it took to get to this place. I see it as a confirmation it was the right decision. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I will end it there. If it didn't resonate with you, feel free to come back and check me out for the next reading. I assume if you hung out this long, though, it did. And don't forget to give me a big like on the video. That really helps support the channel. And also subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Okay, I would really appreciate that. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And take care.